The Science Club of MP Birla Foundation Higher Secondary School, Genesis, presents in front of all of you the National Space Day. That is today, the 23rd of August. Now, the most common question of science, why? Same is the question which I will be asking to all of you, or rather is a question which must have risen in all of your minds. Why exactly is this day celebrated? The answer is, this day is celebrated to celebrate our country's progress in the fields of science, technology and astrophysics. So today, let's dedicate this day to reflect on the remarkable journey and the expeditions which an organization took us from the boundaries of India all the way to space. You know what is that organization? Yes, it is the Indian Space and Research Organization, ISRO, and today, come, let's learn all about this massive organization. From farmers to industrialists to astronauts, irrespective of your occupation, interests, and everything, these words will forever bring out the patriotic self of you, and you simply just can't but feel proud for your own nation. The following words will forever be etched in our hearts. We have reached the south pole of the lunar surface, which has never been explored by man. Chandrayaan-3 is a successful mission. A safe and soft landing of the Vikram lander and the Pragyan rover was safely deployed on the lunar surface. But who were the people who laid the foundation of this organization which made each and every Indian proud? Come, let us learn about all those gentlemen whom we salute even today. First of all is Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, who was the chairman of INCOSPAR from 1966 to 1971. Then is Dr. Homi J. Bhabha, who was the founder of the nuclear program in India. Third of all was the first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who established the INCOSPAR. And last but not the least, the Missile Man of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Now, how did it all begin? How did ISRO's nag for launching missiles and for making history, how did all of this begin? Come, let us learn about this. First of all, the first expedition of the Indian Space Research Organization was on the 21st November 1963 when India launched its first rocket from the Thumba Equatorial Launching Station in Kerala.
These are some of the major missions accomplished by ISRO. Number 1. Aryabhatta spacecraft. It was the first satellite to be launched by India. Number 2. The SLV-3 rocket was the first Indian-made rocket launch. Number 3. Rakesh Sharma was the first Indian citizen to go to space. Number 4. The Cataract series, which were a series of high-resolution Earth observation satellites. Number 5. INSAT or GSAT series, a continued development of communication and meteorological satellites. And number 6, Astrosat was India's first dedicated space observatory. Chandrayaan-1 was India's first mission to the moon, and it was launched successfully on October 22, 2008 from the Satish Dhawan Space Center. The spacecraft orbits around the moon at a height of 100 kilometers from the lunar surface. Chandrayaan-2 was launched on July 22, 2019 from the Satish Dhawan Space Center. The spacecraft consisted of an orbiter, a lander and a rover. The orbiter was a success, but communication was lost with the lander and rover due to a probable crash or Chandrayaan-3 was launched on 14 July 2023 from the Satish Dhawan Space Center with the objective of demonstrating a soft landing on the moon. And it was a complete success, making India the first country to land on the lunar south pole and the fourth country to land on the moon. Mangalyaan, officially known as the Mars Orbiter mission, was a space probe orbiting Mars since 24 September 2014 and India's first mission to Mars. It was launched on 5th November 2013. Its objectives included investigating the Martian surface, atmosphere, and water presence.
Now we know all about the past. Now let's turn back time and come to the present. Well, it's about to be launched this year. You know what is that? The Gaganyaan. That is supposed to be the first manned mission by ISRO, and if all goes well, we all will have something to be proud about once again. Its main objective will be to send the crew to an orbit of 400 kilometers for 3 days and to bring back all the crew members safely. The following are the crew members who are set to achieve a historic feat. The first one is Prashant Balakrishnan Nair, followed by Ajit Krishnan, followed by Angad Pratap, and followed by Shubhanshu Shukla.
ISRO has successfully launched Aditya L1 on September 2, 2023 from the Satish Dhawan Space Center. It is an unmanned mission whose objective is to study the Sun's upper atmosphere, including the chromosphere and corona. Some upcoming projects of ISRO are the NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar (NISAR), Shukrayaan, Gaganyaan-2, Chandrayaan-4, Mangalyaan-2 and the Bharatiya Antariksh Station. ISRO technology helps farmers and agronomists to improve food production and profitability. ISRO satellites can help predict the weather so that we can conveniently plan our outings. ISRO has also developed the new tech which can help disabled people, such as an artificial smart limb and speech recognition.
when and why do you think is the National Space Day celebrated?
Hello, this is Adya Sharma from class 6C. As far I know, the National Space Day is celebrated on 23rd August to celebrate the successful landing of Chandrayaan-3 near the south pole of the moon.
So how do you think astronauts survive in outer space?
Hello to everyone, my name is Mishra and I'm from class 7E. Many precautions are taken when astronauts are sent to space, like the aircraft in which they go is made in such a way that it can regulate temperature and pressure. They are given special suits so that they can survive in the harsh conditions of the space. They are given practice so that they will not starve and live good. Thank you.
So, how would you brief the moment when you heard these golden words? India becomes the first country to land on Moon's south pole.
Hello everyone, I'm Shivanshu from class 8. So as soon as I heard these golden words, there was a kind of a feeling which was inexpressible. There was a proud feeling for India which cannot be expressed in words. There was a hope for more such achievements by the ISRO. Thank you.
What would you do if you were the chairman of ISRO?
Hello everyone, I am Mishra. If I became the chairman of ISRO, I will request the government to invest more funds for future space expeditions and research. I will strengthen the partnerships with space agencies worldwide and increase the opportunities for joint missions. I will carry out workshops and public education programs to educate and inspire the next generations of engineers, scientists and space enthusiasts.
So, what do you think were the main objectives of the Chandrayaan-3 mission?
Hello, this is Somdev Das from class 10B, and when we are talking about the objectives of Chandrayaan-3, there were several objectives behind launching it. Now, Chandrayaan-3 would be the first ever mission that would explore the south pole of the moon. So therefore, as it would explore, we must ensure that whatever we are sending is safe. So therefore, the first and the primary objective was the safe and the sound landing of this particular mission. Then the next one, since the south pole was unexplored, there were several unfound materials which humanity is still yet to be familiar with. Therefore, the Pragyan rover would discover and would find out all these undiscovered materials and would send its readings to the Indian Space and Research Organization, and hence the south pole of the moon would no longer be unexplored. The ISRO was successful in achieving all its motives, and the Chandrayaan-3 was a massive success.
Thank you everyone. A presentation by Team Genesis. And whoever you meet today, just wish him or her one thing. Happy National Space Day.